Hello there, and welcome back to SaNoJo. For the last time, I'm afraid, for a little while at least. Um, like I said in the last video I made, I just came back from a week-long vacation, and honestly, and a surprise to probably no one, that tanked the motivation for Minecraft. And coming back to it, it's just not there anymore. I don't want to work on any of the projects I've started, and I really have no motivation or need to start any new projects at this point. And, I'm playing other games, and Minecraft has kind of fallen to the wayside. What I don't want to do is leave SaNoJo without a proper burial, if you will. I really like this world. It's not my biggest world that I've ever done, but I don't know, it's just different for me. It feels different than any other world I've done, and I really appreciate it, and I wanted to go through it one last time and give it the proper send off that it deserves, and not just leave this channel completely abandoned. I may upload other videos of other games. I haven't really decided that yet. This also could be just the end of the first chapter for SaNoJo. I'm going to be downloading the world and, keeping a save of it, so whenever I get back into Minecraft again, and I will get back into Minecraft again, I might come back to SaNoJo, or maybe I'll start a new world and actually bring you guys along from the start this time. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at some of the builds that I made in SaNoJo and some of my favorite places to go and accomplishments that I've made. I guess I'll start where it all began. This magenta concrete here is the line of my plot, separating my plot of land and I'll fix that. My brother's plot of land over there, which you can see this is the closest I'll get. But this front gate has really evolved. Originally, it wasn't a gate. You're just hopping over the border blocks. But I love having the zombie heads here that I finally got legitimately. I got the charged creepers and everything. A lot easier with tridents these days, I'll admit. And of course, my allies chilling out here with the. I love these little guys. I never showed you. This is Oink. This is Oink food, and this is Oink. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm a jukebox. I really love this little area and what it turned out to be. Lots of gizmos and gadgets everywhere. Random large double chest from end busting with the wizard over there. Nice little fireworks show. And of course, Prince Caspian and his lady. I never named her, but and it's raining, of course. Very helpful early game. Of course, when I got the elytra, as always, you kind of became moot, but I know, buddy. Oh my goodness. And of course, my cherrywood forest. I really do love the mossed upness. I wish I got the glowberries throughout the whole thing, but I'm okay with where it's at now. And home. This is the first build. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now that's dealt with. This is home. This is the first build I made. I crammed a lot into this place. 9 double chests for my original storage system, and 2 extra chests for miscellaneous. An ender chest, a brewing stand, a bunch of anvils, 2 cats, infinite water system, stone cutter, crafting table, a pot with netherite in it. Don't tell anyone. All mob heads that I collected. Armor stand, a loom, the gas bane, a clock. I fit a lot. And of course, the bed, the original bed that I made. The very first bed that was made for me, for my plot of land. And I'm really happy with this place. It worked really. I was still using it up until, I was done with the world. So this place is definitely one of the best starter base, home, whatever you want to call it, that I made. Just a simple little log cabin, but I really like it. Of course, the cherry steps. Also, I made a list here that I should be going through. First inspiration taken from online builds. So I actually looked up, like on images, designs of staircases and tried to riff off of that. And I think it looked pretty okay. Next up would be the furnace. Manual job turned automatic, turned manual. This super smelter was supposed to be super great, but, I'm not too great with minecarts, and there was some cross picking up issues and speed issues, and I even have it connected to my bamboo farm back here, which doesn't work at all. I mean, and it works, but the bamboo farm was super inefficient. We'll get to that. Um, but I ended up just having to fuel this manually with lava buckets in the back. So, thus, manual job turned automatic, turned manual. Kraken Jacks, of course, I gotta say goodbye to them. Crack, good buddy. You got turned into a zombie. That was a traumatic experience. I'm glad you're back. Jack, Crack, my boys, I'll always appreciate you. I do really like this build. It was the first one I really messed with in creative mode. And it's simple, but I like the use of the nether bricks. Over here, the composter. What did I note down for you? Handiest little fella, for sure. I just plug a ton of seeds, leftover seeds from over there, throw them in here, and would you? Of course, the sugarcane and bamboo farms with the operator, Clarence. I didn't introduce him the first time. Clarence has been here for quite some time, pretty much ever since I built this. I don't know how he spawned in there. Oh, I do, because I put these torches in after. But he'll never despawn because he's got the sugarcane in his hand. So Clarence is, doing a good job keeping this up and operational. Sugarcane farm wasn't too disappointing. The bamboo farm is horribly inefficient. Of course, the wax extraction facility. Um, more horror, my bad. More honey than I ever needed, and I hated making this thing because I have like a phobia of bees, basically, is what it comes down to, and I hate being around these little suckers. The agriculture area, the classic backbone of any trading and survival system. I've even got a little expansion of wheat down here when I needed target blocks. But I even used this up until the end to make golden carrots, which was a YouTube short that I'm never going to release because it was bad. I tried to make an automatic golden carrot maker, and spoiler alert, it did not work well at all. Over here, the employee asterisk trade. Cherrywood highlight is the note that I put down for it. I think this is the best build I made with the cherrywood design, and like having the leaves over top of it. I really thought this looked great right in the sandbank right here. Um, I'm a really big fan of it, and I love. It was really easy to implement these guys since it was modular. So overall, the whole system worked really great. And of course, got to pay homage to the super cheap mending book I got with my second villager in here. Love this guy. Ah, yes, of course. Over here, Copperdom or whatever. I never named it. It was just the Copper Stairs. Um, this project, I have still a lot of faith that it could have been super cool. Now that it's going to be left unfinished, it looks really dinky. Um, but I'm really happy with what it could have been and the ideas that this place gave me. I'm probably going to take the inspiration to other creative mediums. So overall, I'm not too disappointed with this place. I think it was a good, honestly, it gave me ideas for just general world building that can be applied very easily to other places. Now, I know I called the oh my goodness, agricultural area the backbone of my uh, world, but this farm right here is the real backbone. Man, without an iron farm, what do you even do? Like, this thing, this thing was built so early on, and I'm so glad I built it when I did because it worked a charm. Even at the end there, I applied a little bit of the new skills I learned for sorting systems and got all of this sorted out to its own little areas. I've even got the auto craftificator, as Tango would say, to turn these iron ingots into iron blocks. And it's super efficient, for the how compact it is. I'm a really big fan. On the horizon there, we'll do our next stop. Um, this is the gold farm, very recent addition. In fact, I believe my note is late to the party because I was talking about building a gold farm for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages here. I knew I wanted to use gold. I knew it was going to be good XP, but I just didn't do it for the longest time. And I finally did it right before not playing this world anymore, which is kind of sad. But it was a fun project, and now I know how pretty easy it is to make these for the next world. But by then, the technology will probably be evolved and there'll be another one. But it was super useful and it was absolutely necessary for our last stop here. That big yellow and pink slab. Biggest project by far, the storage system. This sucker is probably it's an unfinished project, but it's still probably my crowning achievement of this world. I know it looks kind of ridiculous from the outside. I really tried with these shapes, and I think the shape is fine. The gold is a little flat, but I had already committed to the gold when I built it. So, would you get out of here telling me to open the chat? But the real pride for me for this thing comes from in here, building all of these modules to this sorting system. Boy, was that a task. But I I'm really happy I did it, even though I didn't get to use it for too long. It was still so nice having everything sorted into where it needed to go, you know, automatically. I didn't have to touch a thing. The only thing is I couldn't fly over to my cabin while this was going because at the very end here, I just didn't make it. This hopper and this hopper would get unrendered and all the items would get clogged right here. So if I ever put items in here, I kind of had to hang out here so the hopper system didn't break, but that's okay. I didn't mind it too much. Of course, my beautiful set of netherite armor, and this is going to be where I log off of SaNoJo for the last time for a long time. Um, Anyone who watched, I appreciate you watching for this really disconnected, random couple of episodes into my little Minecraft world. Like I said at the start, I may pursue other games. I may upload more if you're interested in that. If I do, it'll probably be something very different from Minecraft and just gameplay of me. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. This also went way faster than I thought it would. But I kind of just sped through every build. Is because I spent a lot of time last night just thinking about what I thought, I guess, of my world. And when it came to today and actually recording it, um, I was at a loss for words for a lot of it because I had already thought about it last night. But regardless, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.